Okay, a little garden update here. We had a little deluge come down. You can see the cloudy skies, but it only lasted a couple of days. So basically I had some 30-gallon barrels that I got off of the car wash people, and they rinsed them out. I rinsed them out, got all the soap and shit out of them, and we hooked them up underneath the downspigot of the roof here. Now I got one on the other side too. They filled up pretty quickly, and I have some barrels on order through Woot and through the Cucamonga Water District. You can get up to 4 50-gallon barrels, and they'll reimburse you up to $75 per barrel. These particular barrels I got on sale for $59.95. I qualified for the rebate, and essentially I got 3 of them, and they'll cut me a check in 60 days. So I got them for free. So that's 150 plus this 60 gallons. So that's 210 gallons of water. Unfortunately, I don't have the barrels here now. They're on order, and they should be here in 2 to 5 days, it says on the website. So, you know, you can't tell the water when to come. So I threw it in the kiddie pool. Now, you know, my neighbors think I'm insane, and so does my wife, but who cares? I can't save it if it's gone and it's evaporated. So this should be enough to fill up everything. I know it looks a little dingy, a little dirty, but I've got something where I'm going to filter this rainwater, which has a pH of 7, by the way. It's very neutral, and it's not for drinking, but it is good for the plants. So I've got these Brita filters that have been laying around forever, and essentially I'm going to drill a hole in a 5-gallon bucket and put some plumber's putty around the lip here, set it in there, and then fill up the thing and let it drain through. And these are good for 40 gallons. So, you know, every 5 buckets or 8 buckets, 5-gallon buckets, every 8 buckets, I just swap out the filter and replace it. And that'll filter all the questionable pool water with all the dirt and stuff in it. And we should have some good rainwater for the plants, nice neutral pH. And there we go. So, you know, reuse, reduce, and recycle, and be resourceful. I mean, I've had that pool. We used it one time one year, and it took forever to fill up. And you know, rather than throw it away, I just saved it for literally a rainy day. And yeah, so that's what we used it for. We got the pepper plants going here, and the tomato plants all on this planter here. I got my heat mat and my little light rolling here, and then I got all my complementary flowers over here, and a few flowers that we picked up when we went to Butchart Gardens in Canada. Some spider flowers and some blue poppies, and I guess those are difficult to grow, so we'll see how green my thumb is. But these other flowers are complementary flowers. They're supposed to attract good insects to the garden and help the plants fight off any critters. So we'll see how it goes. This is already day 2, so we're expecting some germination here within 7 days, and when it starts getting sunnier outside, I'll set these out during the day and just toss them in under the heat lamp and the lights at night until we get some foliage here. So that's where we're at right now, and it's about I think it's March 1st right now, so I'm a little behind schedule, but you know, with the rains and everything, I think it'll be okay. So hopefully when the barrels show up, I'll transfer all this water into the barrels. I'm going to test my filter to see if it works. It's going to be slow, but it should clean out the water pretty good. That way when it sits in the barrel, it doesn't get any funky smells or grow anything that it could be detrimental towards the plants. So it should just be filtered rainwater. And yeah, then I'll add my compost to it as I need to in 5-gallon buckets and make my tea as necessary. I got my Boba Fett backpack sprayer here. So this is a 4-gallon pump, hand pump deal. I don't know, it looks very Boba Fettish. I have a Boba Fetish, I guess. Yes. So, and yeah, there we go. So we'll check back when we get some more things to come out. Okay, back to the water filter trial thing. Basically, I got a hole saw and a 5-gallon bucket, and I need the hole saw, not just a part of the saw. And the hole saw diameter is the inside diameter of this filter. So in theory, I put a hole in the bottom of the bucket, and then with a little, see, it sits in there pretty good. And then I'm going to take this plumber's putty and create a watertight seal around the filter. Fill this up. The water should filter out any of the funk from the pool, and we'll be all set. So these things take a while, so I'll be back when I get some clear water. Okay, so basically this is the water from the pool. It's got a little tinge to it. It could be some from plant matter or from the dirt, and honestly I got some of the runoff from the street, but it was after a day or two of it washing everything away. I don't see any oil rainbows on top, so it's not like there's any petroleum products in here, and hopefully all the dog feces and neighborhood crap got washed away, because it was the second day that I collected it. But still looks a little dingy, so we're going to give this a shot here and see what happens. I'm going to put a couple of boards across here just to make sure that they don't sink in, and if it works well I can just drain it directly into the 30-gallon barrel. So I'll be back. Alright, let's take this out and set that in between and dump in this water and see what happens. Since it's a new filter, there's some carbon in there, but that's okay. Yeah, it seems to be dripping alright, so we'll see what happens. Okay, well, so far still no barrels, but I don't have any critters yet. Hopefully I'm not making a mosquito mansion over here. I don't know if they're out this early in spring, but the water seems to clear as it settles. I guess it's all the microparticles. And I'll just give it a quick skim with the net before I transfer it into the barrels. And the barrel has a white fly. Just hope he's not, I don't see any little nymphs or whatever, those little guys floating in there, so we're okay for now. I mean, I've had this fountain forever and we've got no critters floating in it, so hopefully we can save this water. I know it's the principle of the matter. I mean, yeah, I could probably fill up those other ones with city water, but the whole purpose is to do this on the cheap. At any rate, so we planted our seedlings on the 27th. Today's the 3rd of March, and yeah, we got some response already. We got some small cherry tomatoes, some Napoli, some Sarnowski Polish plums, some Livingston Honor Bright, which I'm really excited about. I'm glad those seeds took. Bell peppers are being stubborn. I got one Orange King poking out right there. And the cayennes, the hot peppers, nothing's really happening. Although the Scotch bonnet, I got a couple of here, so we'll see. The companion flowers look like they're popping up. These are real simple to grow. Looks like the cornflower blue or dwarf blue. Those guys are having a ball, and nothing yet on these other ones. So let's see if we can get these to roll, and if they pop up, then we'll be good. And any overflow I have of these, I'm just going to plant around the yard and get some color. So, pretty happy. The tomato plants are off to a good start. A couple of the peppers are doing alright, so we're hoping for the rest of these to poke up through. We got them in natural sunlight. We got kind of a hazy, overcast day. So it isn't like they're getting cooked directly. I took the foil, the little, the dome off of it, and, give them a little bit of the natural sun during the day, and then around 4 or 5 o'clock, a couple more hours, when it starts getting dark, I'm going to throw them back underneath the nursery here and trying to save some electricity. So I'm not sure what this is. I think this is Elysium. This is a carpet of snow. We'll throw these out as well, because I think I got one popping up there underneath. So we'll see what happens here. Anyway, getting back to the garden in a little bit.